Hey guys, it's Brian Karp, Coldwell Banker here. Wanted to film this short video just to tell you all about what just happened in our beloved Pond Field Crossing. So we put your neighbor's property on the market, number 12 Province. Now, the nice thing was I actually became very friendly with the owner of 12 Province about 6 months prior to going on the market. They brought me in to give them an analysis of what was selling in the development because I just sold two other down the block. And I worked with them throughout the entire 6 month process, consulting on what repairs needed to be done, what we were going to do in the backyard, what we were going to do, cleaning wise and staging wise. So as soon as they were ready to get the photographer in there, it was hitting the ground running. So the property actually went on the market, and we got it in contract in a record 17 days. But I really want to break down everything that we did from start to finish, and then I'll give you guys a little brief idea what things are trading for in the development, and I'll kind of just give you an update on everything Pond Field Crossing. So first thing we did was bring in our professional photographer, right? So our professional photographer came in and shot about 100 photos of the property. From there, we went back to the art department and we grabbed the best of the best. They edited them, they lightened up the room, they brightened up the grass, they made sure the clouds look good. In our development, I'm always a big fan of drones. So we did an amazing drone shot. Now, this property is very special because it's sat on 3/4 of an acre. Most of the properties in the development are only on a third of an acre. My property, I live on Brayton Court, is only on a third of an acre. So this one, there's probably, I don't know, don't quote me, 10 of them that have full 3/4 of an acre. So we did the drone shot, which was amazing. And then we did a bunch of videos, right? So video is huge right now for social media and a lot of the different websites. So we did a bunch of video tours, video quick 1 minute stuff for YouTube Shorts, 2 minutes for Instagram Reels, even for TikTok. So we made a ton of different video content, and then we wrote the copy, which was all the information. Now, what we also do is we work with the seller to get as much information as humanly possible about the property, like extras that they might have done, right? Like I can give you an example. Some people in development have changed out their roofs. Some people have put in new air conditioning units. Some of the houses have the extended den. Like this was an Essex model. So not all the Essex models had the extended den. This one had it. So we wanted to make sure we showcased it. When they were building, some people had an option for a fireplace. So we always like to work with the seller to get an amazing luxury sheet that we could send to every buyer and every broker on the property, right? Now we got everything ready and we're ready to launch the property, right? I always say like build the buzz, build the excitement about the property. So first thing I always like to do with properties that are in Three Village is reach out to Stony Brook University. So I actually played football at Stony Brook University. So I have an amazing database of the academic side and then the medicine side. So we immediately reached out to all of our contacts over there. I am actually one of the brokers they call when they hire someone new for the university, and I do like a driving tour and show them all of Three Village, and I also show them areas of St. James, because a lot of times the people who work at the university want to be within like a 10 to 15 minute car ride of the area. So after I reached out to everyone at Stony Brook University, and it was email, it was phone calls, it was text messages. After I took care of that, then the next thing I always like to do is reach out to the community. So I am on the board of many different sports for Three Village PAL, lacrosse, football. Even though I'm not on the board, I do coach the basketball team. And my wife is involved with many of the PTAs for Three Village. So immediately we got grassroots and started reaching out to all of our contacts to see who was looking to get into the area. So now we already have some of our buzz and excitement going. Then what I started doing is I do a huge text message, voice drop to all of the brokers in the boroughs. So you'd be surprised that even now, after COVID, there is still a conveyor belt of buyers and brokers looking to move out to Long Island, and especially South Setauket. Now, I'm starting to get things heated up. People are excited. In the first 30 days, I'll show you guys, we had 29 people through the property, and that does not even include our open house, okay? So now I reached out to all the Burroughs people. The big thing we wanted to do now was getting our social media going. So what we did is we did a full photography collage on Facebook, Instagram. Then we also dropped videos on TikTok, YouTube, and then and Facebook as well. Then what we did is between myself and all of my team members, we have over 50,000 followers. So we started making video content, and that went viral. And once it started going viral, we had so many people that were excited to take a look at the house. Now, being that I've sold the most houses in Pondfield Crossing, I've ran into this issue a few times, is when people are searching for Three Village, they don't think about South Setauket. What they do is they think about Stony Brook, they think about East Setauket, they think about Setauket, but they don't think about South Setauket. So what we do is we do target geo farming marketing. So with social media platforms, we could geo farm around South Setauket for people that have identified that they might be looking to purchase a home. So we got our geo farming going. And then from there, we scheduled a huge buyers and brokers open house. Buyer and broker open houses are so important. And the reason we like to do them together is because we want people like bumping into each other, right? And when people are bumping into each other, then they think it's a very exciting and hot house. From there, and this doesn't always happen, and we were super lucky that we ended up getting multiple offers on the property. Now, when the multiple offers come in, I need to go through every offer, and I need to know the financial situation. I need to know if they have anything to sell. I need to know what their timeline is, right? Do they have, we call it an on or about date, which is like a 30-day window when they're going to be able to close. So I immediately had to get on the phone with every buyer themselves and then their banks, right? I had to speak to Wells Fargo, Citibank, Chase, Jet Direct, Contour, all of the lenders from all the different offers, and really find out where the financials were at. Are the people W-2 employees? So what I can do is I like to bring all the offers to my client via, over the phone. We'll do a conference call or a Zoom, whatever we need to do. But I want to put it on a silver platter for them. So because obviously price is important, but also terms are just as important as price. So we had all the offers laid out together. And now that I had so many offers, what I did is I went back to everybody and I was like, we have multiple offers, bring your highest and best. And we had what I call a bidding war, and people started fighting over the house. We ended up accepting an offer, and that buyer came in and did a home inspection, right? So the home inspection happened. Then after the home inspection, sometimes issues come up. So we had to work through the issues. Then from there, it's not even over yet, right? Then from there, what we had to do is put it together on a silver platter to send it off to the attorney so the attorney could issue the contract. But it's very important that we put all the important information, because the attorneys, they've never seen the house. They don't know what has COs, what doesn't have COs. They don't know what's included, what's not included, right? Some people take wall fixtures, some people remove lights. Like, we have to go through all of those different items. After that, we had to inform everyone that the contracts were out, and then we had to stay on top of the buyer to make sure they sign. And the reason why you got to stay on top of them is time kills deals. So there has to be an urgency to get the buyer in there to sign. As soon as the buyer signed, then the sellers were amazing. They signed, and then I get to do my favorite part, which is put up the in-contract sign that if you're driving to the neighborhood, right, either on my side on Brayton or off of Province, you will see the sign. Now, that was basically what happened with the property. I told you guys we had almost 30 private showings on the property, and it's in contract in 17 days. Can't tell you what it sold for. I can let you know that it did go above asking. I can tell you a house that just closed. I just closed 4 Hancock. That was probably 6-8 weeks ago. 4 Hancock was a Briarcliff with the wraparound porch, and that sold for $965, $970. So that's just to give you some numbers right away. As soon as this one sells, if you guys want to know, just reach out to me. My email, my cell phone. will be there so I can let you know, but this will be a record for the development. This will be the most expensive Essex to sell. All right. So it was really nice meeting you guys. If you want an idea of what your property is worth, even if you're 3-5 years away, it's my pleasure. Give me a call, shoot me a text. If you want to know what's really happening in the market, is it continuing to go up or is it starting to, pull back? Give me a call. This is my obsession, right? I'm the nerd that's up at 4 a.m. watching the numbers. All right. So really nice meeting you guys. And if there's anything I can personally do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you see me driving through the neighborhood in my car, beep at me, wave at me. And yes, we're going to get you guys some more American flags for July 4th. It is my pleasure as an American to always support the United States and to put them in our development.